What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Smackdown hot takes. I'm reacting from Mr. Santi's X page. And yes, I accidentally forgot again to make a post for asking you guys. Still, I don't know if y'all are going to answer or not. But for Monday Night Raw, I will do the post. I already have it scheduled, so it's going to happen. And if most likely no one commented on the post, I will come back to this. Anyways, before we get started in today's video, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any other uploads. Now, a new tradition for these hot takes videos is I'm going to give my hot take first and then react to all of y'all guys' hot takes. So my hot take for this Smackdown is they keep ruining the thing for Tiffany Stratton, bro. You know the feud with Jade Cargill? They made Tiffany and Jade team up. I know they still have that, like, oh, I'm gonna beat you and all that, but they still, like, Tiffany needs a proper heel, and we don't need Nia again. And they're doing the same thing with Stephanie Vaquer. They're literally going to face a crown jewel, but then they're teaming up against Guilia and everyone, and they're going to have a match, teaming with each other on next week on Smackdown. Now let's react to the hot takes. I think that JC Mateo, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa will all betray Solo at some point. All he's talking about is Tala Tonga. I mean, he did talk about JC Mateo last week, and Tama Tonga isn't here. The main person that he hasn't been showing love to is the greatest of all time, the man who has totally never botched in his whole career, Tonga Loa. He should be giving love to that man. But yeah, can it happen? I don't know. It's Total Sokoa for his thing about saying the NFT isn't complete. He's probably just talking about Tama Tonga coming back. There's no way, because I think WWE, if Zilla Fatu comes in, I think they're gonna want him to be a babyface. I wonder if Guilia could get a women's faction formed around them, similar to Hate in Japan or Damage Control. Throw in some wrestlers like Steph. When you say Steph, who do you mean? Stephanie Vaquer? Is that the only one? Zarya? JC? Maybe Alba, but I know it's a hodgepodge. But the faction could really work well and be an amazing group of heels. I guess, but honestly, I would just have Tiffany beat Guilia. It'll elevate the US title. And then if you can finally get a group of opponents, then you could take then you could split up the titles. Make Tiffany a double champ. After losing at, fine. Fine, you could, I want her to lose at Crown Jewel. I mean, I have no hate towards her, but Stephanie needs to win. She can show how good she is by winning the US title later. Stephanie can do that, but she can't hold two titles from different brands, and she frankly doesn't need another title. And she just, nah. Tiffany is just the worst at promos. She is not improving at all. We need a new women's champion ASAP. Stop the cap. Okay, I understand this promo on Smackdown wasn't that good, and her promos haven't been the best lately, but she is not that bad, okay? So shut your mouth. Why does every major feud on Smackdown end up getting resolved on the go-home episode? They deserve a proper PLE match. Well, the tag team match hasn't been doing a whole lot, and they already had their PLE match at Clash in Paris, I believe. And there's nothing like really cool going on. But this here, Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, that deserves to be on Crown Jewel. I understand you want to do the 5 PLE thing, and it's nice, but I feel like Crown Jewel is one of those PLEs. It's pretty iconic. It should have 6 matches. Cena versus Styles should have been for the Intercontinental title. Why hasn't Dom defended it? Isn't it the Workers title? You know what we should have gotten? It should have been a triple threat match. Cena versus AJ versus Dom for the IC championship. And no, this is not just like, oh, to keep Dom from not getting pinned. No, AJ's gotten pinned way too many times, and Dom's the champ, and he could take this pin, okay? It's fine. Bro's been so good lately, so Cena could just pin Dom, and also will have Cena and AJ also having a match together. Bro, that could be contender for match of the year. And Cena versus Styles, don't get me wrong. That's gonna cook too. I don't want Dominic to be Cena's final opponent. I want someone that, WWE doesn't feel like, we don't feel like they could be the future of the company because of how WWE's treating them. We know Dominic's going to be the future of the company. I'm worried what will happen to Melo after this feud with Miz. He did nothing after the Andrade and LA Knight feud, so after the feud, I'm afraid he will be lost in the shuffle again. Bro, learn how to add some commas or periods, man. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh my gosh. I'm worried what will happen to Melo after this feud with The Miz, okay? He did nothing after Andrade. Yeah, but the feud was still nice. And LA Knight, the feud was still nice. So after this feud, I'm afraid he'll be lost in the shuffle again. I think WWE can't fumble this time. You could have the feud. Bro, you could just make Melo a tweener. Melo as a face could work, but I don't know how you get him to the US title unless, maybe Oba will beat Sammy by then. And I think what's gonna happen is we keep expecting Oba every single week. We don't see him for like maybe a month or two, and then we get Oba. Cause I was expecting Oba just that week, but now I think WWE's going to, they're gonna want us to click into WWE on SmackDown every single week to see who Sami Zayn's opponent is, which we do anyways. But this will just make more curiosity. Tiffany is going to turn heel at Crown Jewel and join Guilia's. This will set up a heel faction in time for Bianca's return and set up Tiffy's new feud. Yo, my guy, you are cooking! Matthew R., you are cooking. We need that. I don't really like Tiffy and Giulia teaming up, but it would work, and I'm just saying, there's no chance this happens. I could see Tiffy turning heel. It'd be pretty shocking, but I could still see it. But with Giulia, I don't think so. But this would just solve a lot of things. The only thing it would solve Tiffy Bianca, that could still be a heel versus face feud, which it doesn't really need to be, because they could still do some good things. Tiffy and Stephanie, that's the main thing, but it still doesn't solve what we do with Giulia. But at the same time, could probably have Jade helping Giulia or something, or you could have Jade join Giulia, which is what I thought at the beginning. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for today's hot takes. Next video, please comment your raw hot takes. That's it, peace.